Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is our Monday edition of Rasaji Speaks. It's not too late to sign up for Master David's music class today, which is 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 Central, 11 Mountain, and 10 o'clock on the Pacific Rim. A lot of nifty things that they are doing today. Today's subject matter is George Washington, the genius in leadership. George Washington is remembered for several key attributes that contribute to his success as a military and political leader. His driving ambition and love of detail, patience, determinations, sense of responsibility, and other conspicuous traits that made him the person that we know of today. He surrounded himself by capable military leaders who possess many of the same qualities of the character as Washington did himself. He exhibited a commanding presence. He was 6'2" and over 200 pounds. And during the 17th century, that was a large man. Physically commanding, he possessed physical strength and stamina. He was also placed significant emphasis on proper social bearing, appearance, but also conduct. He was known to be, like many leaders like himself, an excellent judge of character. And that would prevail him all throughout the Revolutionary War. The, the humility of being able to learn from various sources was also a strong trait of Washington. Put a go aside for the cause and never lost the ultimate goal or mission was a major strength in George. In many ways, he is viewed almost as a mythical figure, and he is typically remembered for his Montemedios achievements, led the Continental Army to victory in the Revolutionary War, helped to create the U.S. Constitution, and served as our first president of the United States. He established the custom of using the heads of various departments as personal advisors himself. Washington treated those reporting to him with dignity and with respect. Washington was against tyranny and valued individual freedom. Washington had a high expectation of himself and the people he surrounded himself with. That sounds familiar. Washington placed people's welfare above his own. That also sounds interesting. Washington was an incredible leader who led from the front. And like many great presidents and many great military leaders, he was that person. When you look at Washington and you look at Lincoln and you look at President Reagan and you look at President Trump, those four leaders stand out. You might put Jackson in there also with that five, arrive in 25, Melchizedek's number, five incredible examples of some real leadership from the front. You have to lead from the front. You can't lead from the back. One of the most powerful leading characteristics is never do what you're asking people, always do and be willing to do what you're asking other people to do, right? That's a trait within the whole teachings, by the way, of the Circle of Chi. I don't think a better self-improvement course exists anywhere on the planet. Chime in if you agree. If you agree with Lama Ji that this is the best self-improvement course on the planet and what it's done for you, it's amazing, really. Sometimes you have to toil the field. Spring comes, you have to get ready. Sometimes the flowers and weeds grow together. And as scripture says, you got to let the color changes to show where the weeds really are. And when that happens, then you have to pluck them out in order to have a great garden, whether it's a vegetable garden, but especially a flower garden, right? And that's one of the reasons flowers look so beautiful and become so healthy. Along the way, too, as you're doing that, you'll come across a stump every now and then. And initially you think, well, that stump needs to be removed one day, and you don't think about it. And then you think, well, could that stump regrow as a tree? There's a possibility, but highly unlikely. And then when you dig deeper, you find out the roots of the stump are dead. When that happens, then you have to extract it. Sometimes you just wait for the right doorway to open up and then do sitting Shiva, and you have to close that door. And when you do, you know the effect, because when your core group all of a sudden starts vibrating higher, getting more done, working better together than ever before, you're happy that you got the stump out of the garden. As we say in the Far East, Baraka Bushad, and that means may the blessings be, and let them be to you and to your glorious family. This could be the greatest week ever as we move forward. Boston is around the corner. Hope to see a lot of you in Boston. Chime in, let me know if you're coming to Boston. Love to see you there. We're going to have an incredible host and hostess, two of the most incredible people, and that's Bob and Esmeralda Reynolds. So God be with us all. That may the blanket of Hanuman surround you and protect you as it does Lama Ji constantly. God bless.